Today I want to quickly talk about a journal that I've been doing for a year now. I think I'm at the end of the journal after 1 year, and I wanted to do a quick review of it. It's the 5 minutes journal, but now it's really howling. Back to my journal, 5 minutes journal. This is the journal that I'm talking about. I have had it for a year now, so the idea of this journal is actually really supposed to be just for 6 months. My whole life I've tried to do some journaling, and I hear a lot of benefits about doing journaling. So I always wanted to do it, and so I always wanted to try it. But every time I tried with a blank journal, I never had any success. So when I heard about this journal that's supposed to be really simple and easy to do, I got really excited. I first heard about it through Tim Ferriss. So anything that Tim Ferriss recommend, I have pretty much liked so far. So I just went for it. It was for me it was a lot of money. It was almost $30 after shipping, Canadian. And those who know me knows how cheap I am, and I still bought it. It basically is just a book. Basically just fill out, right? So I could have done that in a paper book, but it's actually I was really glad I got it. I spent the money, and in fact I bought a second one, even though I don't have to. I just really love it. It gives you a little bit of explanation of why it is important to journal, why it's important to write it before, just write when you first get up at the beginning of the day, why you write at the end of the day. It explained a little bit about why it's important to have gratitude, how to create yourself a better day. So it just really puts you into habits. And once a week they have these special challenges for you to do. And the rest of the day you get some kind of inspirational quote with it. I started on March 23rd, 2017, and today I just did my morning one. It was March 23rd, 2018. So yeah, I guess on average I only did it every other day this year. Yet it was still a wonderful experience. Could be making a lot of meanings out of these things, really, but the other day I was feeling pretty negative. There was a lot of negativity on Facebook, and I came across this quote: "If you keep your face in the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow, it's what sunflowers do." That was helpful to me in a strange way. Already so much negativity in this world, it really makes a difference for someone to be positive. To say something positive rather than focusing on what's wrong in this world, focusing on what's right that people are doing, instead of just looking for ways to say how they can do better, how they're not doing the right thing. Focus on people doing right. Focus on what you're doing right. Those are important things. It's much more powerful than just always pointing out what people have done wrong. Any idiots could do that, but if you can lift people up, that's what makes the world. So I'm just going to quickly share an example of something that, every day the journal starts with this. Like, you fill out the day, you get an inspirational quote of some kind, and then the first thing it asks for is what you're grateful for. Most of the time, to be honest, like when I wake up, first thing I'm grateful for is that I have a warm bed to sleep in. Thinking about other people that are homeless and sleeping on the street. I just wake up into this beautiful home with bread, with a nice bed, with food. That's just, I feel really grateful for that. But that particular day, April 24th, 2017, I had a day off, so I'm really thankful for that, having that day off. I'm not the best coffee brewer in the world, but I know what I like in my coffee, and I make them the way I like it, so that's important. So I was thankful I had the equipment to brew my own coffee that I enjoy, the money to buy the beans that I enjoy, to enjoy my coffee. That was wonderful. And the last thing is I put down was my brewing equipment that I use for making beers that I can enjoy, and it's a very fun hobby. So those are the things I put down that particular day. It's different things every day. Sometimes it's about my kid, sometimes about my funny things that my kid do, my toys, my other toys, my motorcycle. Sometimes there are a lot of things to be grateful for. I'm sure you have your own. The second part about it is what will make today great. So that's your opportunity to create a perfect day. You write down some things that you want to have happen to you that day. And the theory of it is, for example, if you are if you've never seen a certain vehicle before, and then once you start researching it, looking into that particular model of car, all of a sudden you notice that car everywhere. You look, right? That's one of the things that happen to our brain. As soon as you're aware of something, you start noticing those things. So that's the same idea. If you put that intentionally, what would you like to have happen in that day that will make it a perfect day? The chance you notice those things a lot more, and there's a much better chance that you end up doing those things to create that perfect day. So that's second part of it. The third part is about daily affirmation. I am, and you're free to put what you want, but the idea is put something that you aspire to be able to do but haven't quite got there yet. So for example, currently I've been putting a lot of times that I'm a loving, caring, kind person. I'm still working on that on a daily level. I want to be a more loving person, a kinder person, a less judgmental person. So that's something I'm working on. It changes all the time. It's been sometimes I focus more on my fitness. I'll just write down I am extremely fit. I can run 10 miles. I'm excited about fitness. Whatever you want to become, that's your opportunity to write it down. And if you write something down in words every single day for a while, you start believing it and it becomes true. Yeah, the other day, this one I was saying, I'm relaxed and funny, but really I think it's probably because I was not feeling relaxed and I was being too serious, so I was reminding myself of that. So now we're on to the evening portion. So you see the moon, that means you fill this part out in the evening. It asks you three amazing things that happened today. And so in this particular day, for example, I wrote down great ride with Mike and Mike, the two Mikes that I ride with. Had a great time, and then we went to have dim sum after that. That was amazing. And then the last thing is just play at the park with Ewan, riding his bicycle. Those are amazing things of that day. So at the end of the night, reviewing those amazing things before you go to sleep really put you in a different mood, and also allow you to dream about things that could also be amazing tomorrow. The next one is, how could I have made today's even better? Be kind to everybody. That was what I put down that day. But a lot of time, to be honest, I hate to admit it, but a lot of time that field is just says sleep earlier. Recently that's the most common thing I put down in that field is I'm not getting enough sleep lately, but or do a little bit more exercise, that kind of thing has been my recent thing. That's pretty much what I want to share about the 5 minutes journal. I hope you guys will try it out. It's really an amazing tool. And until then, you guys can say bye to Terry. Bye, Terry.